Hey Moon Magic family, woo! Welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to pop those back in. Okay, today we are doing full moon Archangel readings, and these are of course aligned with the energy of a very powerful full moon in Virgo, but these are ultimately timeless readings. Full moons illuminate things, they show us things, they're often turning points, they show us what to continue to invest in, what to let go of. The full moon energy is remarkable. I would say be very thoughtful if you are watching these readings during the full moon time in Virgo. If you're shown something that isn't working, don't pick yourself to pieces. You know, Virgo energy is very good at seeing the detail of things, so we may get some very detailed readings today, but don't criticize yourself, don't pick yourself to pieces. If something isn't working, we're shown things in order to actually create those changes. So let me now focus on these readings. We're going to draw 3 cards together and also 3 runes and 3 charms as well. So our first card for reading number 1 is Archangel Preminilik. Our second card is Cherubim. I'll hold these up so you can have a much better look at them in just a moment. And our third card, here we have it, Seraphim Seraphisa. Okay, let me hold these up so you can have a good look before we do the runes and the charms. So we have Archangel Preminilik, be conscientious, cooperate with others for the higher good. You can see the detail in the card here. Then we have, so that's reading 1. Then we have Cherubim. Look to the stars. Let me hold that up. Look to the stars, accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. You can see the detail there. And lastly, for reading number 3, we have Seraphim Seraphisa. Relax and open up to source. Keep your heart open. And that's what that looks like in detail. Trust your intuition, super souls. What you'll find as you look at them, and indeed if you would like to see the runes and charms as well, you may already know just from these cards, but I'll draw the runes and the charms too. If you're drawn to more than one of them, I would suggest checking them out, because sometimes in any of these pick a card readings, you'll find that one reading may be connecting to one part of your world and another to a different aspect of your life, your world. In reading 1, you have the rune of breakthrough. In reading 2, I can feel that one there. This is the rune of growth, Berkana. So this is for reading 2. And reading 3. We have the rune of movement. Okay, let's now see what charms we are shown. Okay, so reading number 1, we have the music notes. Now this is interesting. Just looking to see which way they go, but it is that way, yes. So we have these music notes. Reading number 2. We have the Tudor Rose. This is what it looks like. And reading 3. You have the Sand Dollar. I always feel this looks like a shield of protection. Okay, I'm going to leave the video running for you for just a few moments for any of you who just need a little bit more time to center yourselves I'm going to put the timestamps in the description box, and also I'm going to pin them in a comment for phone users, so you should be able to just scroll down really, really easily and find them. And I will see you, Super Souls, in the reading. Thank you so, so much for being with me today. Hey, reading number 1, you have Archangel Premenelek. I hope I am pronouncing that correctly. My apologies if I am not. You have the rune of Degas, breakthrough, and these music notes. This is a very powerful combination because Archangel Premenelek is the archangel who oversees the insect world. And our world would not function. We would not be here without our insects. They literally create the possibility of life. All of life here on this planet would not exist without our insect friends, including our butterflies transforming. We see butterflies, a dragonfly here. We have our beautiful worker bee sitting here. Now it's very, very interesting in collaboration with the breakthrough rune, because really, I'm hearing a really powerful message for you guys, which is to do with, it's like finding your purpose, your calling, something that will literally make your soul and your heart sing. You're being asked to commit fully to something here. It may mean a radical change in direction, but this is a point of literally committing yourself fully to something that not only makes your heart sing in a personal way, but it's also for the greater good of humanity or the planet at large. There will be something around you. It's either something you've already started, but haven't yet fully committed to, or haven't felt that you could fully immerse yourself in it, or it's something you've had an idea, a little spark of an idea, but you haven't felt able to do it. This rune is remarkable because it does actually say whatever you fully, if you fully commit yourself to this breakthrough point, this turning point, the outcome is assured. Okay, so there's a real confirmation here of something. Let's draw more cards for you. I'm going to use various angel cards. May we have more information, please, for reading number 1. May we have more information. I am seeing both those cards for you. May we have more information. These are animal cards, angel animal cards. Let's see what we are shown. May we have more information. I'm seeing the top and the bottom there of those 3. Okay. I'm also going to draw an Archangel Michael card. Been doing some super lovely readings. Archangel Michael, I don't know about you guys, but the energy of Archangel Michael feels very, very, very present at this point in time, and there's a ton of stuff astrologically lining up right now and moving forward. So very interesting times we're living in. So first of all, you have the card of peace, Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And then what do we have? Archangel Michael, crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. This is a really, really big reading of confirmation. There is something you have a spark of an idea, or something you've been investing in but haven't quite been able to fully commit for whatever reason. This is a point of commitment for you, or this is the message primarily coming through in your reading. It's time to commit to this and power it forwards. We have the energy of horse around you, Archangels Mary and Christiel. Now this says care for others and let them be free. We also have a unicorn here, but what is really interesting for me in this card is horses are about power. They're about moving something forwards, we still, if you think about it, even with our cars, we still grade engines in horsepower. We then have another card of peace. So you've got Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that love, only love is real. And Dove, special messages of peace and harmony, Archangel Bokpi. Now what I'm seeing for you guys already, there's been some difficulty, I say difficulty around you. I think for most of you, this isn't an idea that's about to arrive. It's an idea or a project that's already with you. You've already thought about it. You're already involved in the early stages of it. For some of you, you've actively been trying to get it off the ground or commit to this. It could be a vocation, a training course, or there's some direction that is appealing to you. But circumstances have been such that there's been quite a lot of interruption around you. You may also have found yourself pulled in different directions, torn between, you know, following your own dream versus care of others. Care for others and let them be free. There's something that has basically been taking up your airplay. If you think of yourself as a pie chart of energy, and you really need a significant amount of that pie chart of energy for you to commit and invest in something to really make it happen, to manifest it into reality. And I think the pie chart of you has been significantly interrupted. That will be unique to your own circumstances and your own situation. And I think there's possibly at times it's felt as though you're never going to be able to get this off the ground because there's just too many interruptions, too much going on. Actually, this is like an affirmation of it. The timing is now completely right. Success is assured. So this is the breakthrough moment. Now there may be more coming. We'll draw tarot cards to see what we're shown here. We'll use the Archangel Power Tarot cards to see what might come to aid you. We know that prayer will help this situation. Dear God and Archangel Michael and anyone else to whom you pray, such as Jesus, I ask for your divine intervention. Describe your situation then. I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and I ask that you send one to me and this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. Now I'm going to hold this up right close to the, right close to the camera. So, because you might want to do a screenshot of this so you've got that prayer. But what this is saying is ask for help. You know, ask Archangel Michael. Isn't it interesting that as I started to do this reading and I just said, you know, the presence of Archangel Michael is really strong at the moment. I'm really noticing it. In the short readings that I do, I found myself frequently called to do Archangel Michael readings specifically. I did a big pick a card Archangel Michael reading just the other day. So much energy of protection, guidance, nurture, support, courage to face changes, all of this coming through at this point in time. So prayer will help this situation. Ask for help. There is definitely something that has been taking up your airplay, using your energy, causing you to lose focus, making it difficult for you to really fully commit to whatever this is for you. But whatever this is for you, success is assured. This is a magical thing. Because we have two elements of peace here, I think for some of you, there may be very real physical interruptions, demands in your world. But for some of you, I think it's literally headspace, literally just stuff that's causing you stress and causing you to feel that instead of focusing on this and the things that you want to focus on, your mind is going over and over and over on other stuff. And that's actually a little bit unhelpful because your energy is depleted. That pie chart needs to be kind of significantly available for you. Let's draw some tarot cards from the Archangel Power Tarot pack and see what we're shown. May we have information, please, for reading number 1. do we have here for you? Okay. First of all, we have the World. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So this is the equivalent of the World card in a normal tarot pack, a standard tarot pack. Something, whatever it is that's taking up your airplay, it is coming to an end. And it's going to sort itself out pretty quickly. Archangel Metatron, the Chariot, again, we know what the Chariot card is. Determination and self-control. Career advancement, yes. Acknowledgement of success by others. The timing here for you guys is really, really right to totally bring your focus onto the project, the something that you are wanting to bring to the world. Whatever it is, it's not only an advancement of your own career, but ultimately it's to do with service, contribution. It's one of those wonderful things that actually kind of helps the world to go round. It helps, interesting, isn't it? Helps the world to go round. It's like the insects and the butterflies and the bees. They're working away in the background. Everything they do makes our lives possible. So whatever you are wanting to commit to, it's going to be of benefit to people at large, to humanity at large, to the bigger picture, to the environment at large. Whatever this project is, hold your faith. Ask for help. Ask for help and a miracle to bring whatever the other stuff is to a successful completion. Ask for the signs to be given to you, for literally real stuff to happen to free up your airplay. Okay. We then have King of Raphael. This is the King of Cups in a standard tarot pack. This card says it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. I mean, what an affirmation. And this is also for some of you, maybe it feels like a leap into the unknown. Can you dare to believe that this could be successful? You could not have a greater affirmation, to be honest. And well, look, you then have the Emperor. You couldn't have a greater affirmation. You then have the Emperor, which is really leadership, taking charge of things. Archangel Uriel, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. Reading number 1, own your ambition for this project, this whatever it is for you. I'm going to use the word project loosely because whatever it is that you really, really, really want to do, create, manifest, commit yourself fully to it. That is what this reading is saying. Commit. Any other distractions, interruptions, stuff that's taking up your airplay, you know, the drama of others, the actual reality of stuff weighing heavy. Ask for a miracle and it will come. The Emperor, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. I am loving this. This is such an ambitious reading. Solutions, Archangel Zadkiel, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Now this is very, very interesting. I'll read this card in just a moment. I'm going to put it to one side. But this is very, very interesting because success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience. I think whatever's taking up your airplay, it may also sometimes just be the actions of others, and it might be taking up your airplay to the point where you're going over and over and over. You know, when you get hooked into something and you think, oh, for goodness sake, could you not behave better? Or, you know, you just want something to get sorted, or someone to take responsibility for themselves, or something to flow smoothly. And what can happen is that we end up constantly thinking about it in a way that means our own personal energetic pie chart is too full up of clutter and we're not free. So we have to work out what we're going to choose to put down and what we're not going to, what we're going to carry, what we're not, within our mind. So this is also about getting conscientious, getting clear, and using the power of your mind. Very interesting that I am doing these readings within the energy of a full moon in Virgo. I said right at the beginning, it's a timeless reading. You could tune into this reading at any time, and I always feel with readings, we find the right message at the right time. It doesn't matter when they were done. But the energy of the full moon is influencing the nature of the messages that can be brought to us. And some of you will be watching this at this time, this window of opportunity. Virgos are organized. The energy of Virgo is phenomenal in terms of one's capacity to work, to be efficient, to be organized, to see the fine detail, to attend to the detail and be diligent, to actually organize things. Unfortunately, the shadow side, you could say, of the Virgo energy is that sometimes Virgos are very, very self-critical because they can see the detail. They can get too involved in the minuscule detail of things. We do need to see the detail, but not in a critical manner. So inner critique is marvelous, because if we can critique something, we can stand back and be an observer of it, and it's like painting a picture and standing back and thinking, that bit could do with changing a little bit, and we make adjustments rather than looking at the picture and thinking, well, that's wrong, I'll ditch it and start again. You know, it's a different attitude to the same circumstance or situation. So you're going to need to do some objective compromise, because there will be some stuff that you might actually need to choose to put further down your list. Work out what you're going to prioritize. You know, if you're doing a list and you're setting up a list and you feel like it's a never-ending list to get to the end goal here, well, that's fine. Don't pick yourself to pieces. Work out what you're going to focus on it, and do that bit. So, you know, again, removing any critical energy, because if critical energy sits in your pie chart of energy, that's going to wear you down. It will deplete you further rather than boost your energy and raise you up. So very, very clear information. Then we have this magnificent final card, Nine of Raphael. Make a wish. Dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. This is being shown with Raphael as a sort of almost like an Aladdin with a lamp. Now, this is a magnificent card, given your reading. Make a wish, ask for help, be true and loyal to your end goal, your end dream. Hold your ambition. There's so many messages of encouragement, positivity, but also offers of help. It's very interesting. Archangel Raphael is known to be an archangel who sometimes appears in the guise of a real human being stepping in and coming to help you. The right people arriving at the right time, just when you need them. Reading number one, I do feel your reading is in many ways complete, but I'm going to draw a Moonology card because this is a full moon reading, and I will also draw one other angel card as well for you. Let's see what we are offered here for reading number one. Okay, wow, so we have supermoon, emotions are running high. So there's a lot of passion around you, a lot of passionate energy, a lot of intensity. Whatever's taking up your airplay, consider channeling that passion and energy into your desires rather than into something that is demanding your time and dissipating your energy. May we also have a final card for reading number one, please. Okay, this is your card. Angel of Success. I'm just loving your reading. I'm absolutely loving it. Reading number one, this is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Super souls, you just have, it's like affirmation after affirmation with such clear guidance, which is ask for help, wish for what you want, be ambitious. Just to summarize, the help you need will come, a conclusion will arrive at something that's causing you to feel your energy is dissipated or taking up your time. Just commit fully, because you are assured success. Channel those emotions. Emotions are so powerful. If you think of emotions as energy in motion, we can channel that emotion, highly ignited emotion, into stuff that is annoying, getting us down, frustrating, or we can choose to channel that into something that we want to create, something that we want to make happen in a positive and powerful way. And what I can 100% say to you, you have the backing of the angels here, reading number 1, and whatever it is that you are wanting to commit to and invest in and bring forth, it is not only life transforming, a joyful time of life for you, it is also benefiting the bigger picture as well in some way, and you are really, really supported and encouraged to follow this through and make it happen. Reading number 1, I am just blown away and so excited for you. Keep us posted. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing, and thank you for commenting. You know, you guys are just fabulous. We really do like to hear what's happening. I love reading your comments. I can't reply to them all, there's too many, but truly I do go through. I read as many as I can, and I am so grateful for not just the way that you share your experiences, but actually the fact that you support and, you know, support one another as well here. You know, it really does feel like a proper YouTube family rather than just a YouTube channel. You guys are absolutely awesome. It's like having a tribe of spiritual warriors. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Tons of love to you all. Have an amazing month ahead if we're thinking of the full moon to the full moon. And I will see you all again soon. If you'd like to get all of my readings into your stream, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, that should happen for you. And if you want to check out my all zodiac sign readings as well, they are on Patreon, which is a very different channel. But it works on the basis of donations, but there are never any advertisements on any of the readings. Super souls, tons of love to you all. Reading number 2, welcome. You have Berkana, the rune of growth, and you have Cherubim, look to the stars, accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. You also have the Tudor rose, which is interesting because the Tudor rose, for me, historically in the UK here, goes back to a time where there was a conflict. Now it's interesting because this card is suggesting to me that you are a light worker. I know in many ways we could say we're all light workers, but actually you really are a light worker. You have, I think, already got some significant skills, some awareness of that. And I think you're being asked to, or you're being highlighted, maybe an area where you can bring those skills forth. That's what I feel is coming through so far. Berkana, the rune of growth. Yeah, maybe you can enable a situation to grow, to flourish. Let's not say any more, and let's draw some cards for you. Reading number 2. Okay. May we have information, please, in this full moon period of time for reading number 2, irrespective, of course, of when you are checking this out. So this is interesting. We have a card of life review. Archangel Jeremiah, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And then patience, Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Look to the stars, accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. Let's draw more for you before we really dive into the messages that are coming through for you. Reading number 2. May we have information for reading number 2, please. I'm going to draw an Archangel Michael card as well. May we have information for reading number 2, please. There's your card. Okay. Explore your options. We have Archangel Michael. There's a prayer at the bottom. I'm going to hold this right up so that you can see it, because you may want to take a little screenshot of the prayer, actually. There we go. If you needed to, you could pause the video. I'm holding it up here because I've just realized if you pause the video on YouTube, you have a bar across the bottom, which might actually cover up that prayer. So it says, Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand and assess all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness and life purpose. So you're being shown something at this point in your life. You're being shown, yeah. Butterfly, be ready to transform with wisdom. Archangel Preminilik. That's interesting because Archangel Preminilik was the main card for reading number 1. If you've been drawn to both, and this is the first one you're looking at, I suspect the messages may well be relevant to you both. And then we have Swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty, Archangel Bokpi. Now this is interesting because swans turn from an ugly duckling into a swan. They kind of, well, they magically evolve. There is something at this moment in your world that is absolutely perfect and ready to emerge. But I feel for you, reading number 2. Reading number 1 was really interesting. I do think it has some relevance, but I think for you guys, you're probably not exactly sure what that option really is as yet. I think there are things in your world that are needing to be navigated in a very real way. Life review, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay, let's draw some more cards. We'll use the Archangel Power Tarot. May we have information for reading number 2, please? Thank you so much. May we have information for reading number 2, please? Okay, that's a lot of cards, but I'm going to go with them. So I think some of these will sit to one side for us. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll look at these afterwards. Okay. So what we have, first of all, we have the Magician. Okay, so we are in the zone of creation here. In a traditional pack, this is the same. It's the card of the Magician. You're being asked to create. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Now, I am getting quite a, I'm just having such an epiphany. This is fascinating, isn't it? I am just getting such an epiphany. And what do we have? The Epiphany card, Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual growth, be a light for others, answers that come through meditation. Now, let me tell you about my epiphany for your reading. Now, my epiphany for your reading is that I have noticed, and because I do look at your comments, I can't reply to them all, so I do apologize. There's too many, but I don't want that to stop you from voicing where you are and what the readings are saying to you, and for sharing. This is a community here on the Moon Magic Tarot channel, and what I'm reading, and also in some of the connections with other people, I definitely am hearing a common message, even though people's lives are unique to them. I'm hearing a common message where people are saying, I keep getting the same message that's coming through over and over again, whether it's in my readings here on the Moon Magic Tarot channel or in other readings on other channels. People getting the same message, which is about holding the light, holding faith, trusting it will happen, and it'll be something they really, really desire. And yet it hasn't yet emerged, it hasn't manifested. And people are sort of, will this ever happen? It's all very well, it raises my hope, but will it ever happen? Now, astrologically, there's some really, really big stuff going on at the moment. And we've had, from August of last year, massive numbers of planets in retrograde, and for the first time in a long time we are now in a phase where there aren't any planets in retrograde, which is also quite unusual. Both circumstances are unusual, and I think for many people there's been a phase of feeling like you're working really hard either to sustain things or to get things going, and you feel as if what you're actually trying to get to isn't delivering, or the door isn't opening, and there's that gut feeling, that intuition that there's something out there that's absolutely right, but it hasn't yet appeared, or the clarity of direction hasn't appeared. Now, this is a very interesting reading because that was the epiphany. It was coming through already. I was thinking, gosh, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear, successful beginnings. And the epiphany I had was, gosh, maybe the timing is finally going to be right, where all of that patience is rewarded for all of these people that I've been connecting in with, who've just felt like there's one thing after another. Just when they get started, something else rocks up in their world, taking up their time, their energy, and they're not able to then move it forwards. And then we draw the card of Epiphany, just as I was thinking that. So what is interesting, we then have the 4 of Gabriel. Time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So this is very interesting, and it does potentially connect for some of you with reading number 1 as well. We then have Ace of Raphael. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Now, what I should just say to you as well, in this particular pack, the suit of Gabriel is the equivalent of the suit of Wands. That's the way that's been channeled by this particular creator. Raphael is Cups. So this is Ace of Cups, a new beginning. And then 3 of Michael. And again, in this pack, Michael is channeled as the suit of Swords. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So we're being shown that for you guys reading number 2, you've really been dealing with a lot of stuff. I think it's fed you in a way that maybe you have at a level of soul evolution. I think this is the conflict. I think you've faced some quite considerable conflicts just due to the circumstances of your world. What it's actually done is it's laid a foundation. You've kind of become a light worker through this. It's a bit like, I would go back, I'll use myself as an example. I don't always share lots of personal stuff, but quite a few years ago, it was quite a few years ago really, there was a vast amount of conflict in my world, not necessarily generated or as I could see it directly by myself. And simultaneously, I actually lost 7 people in a year, which was just huge. And they ranged from being incredibly close members of my family and friends to some people who were a little bit further away from me. But nevertheless, 7 people. And I honestly got to the point where I wondered if there was any solid ground. But it was actually that year that caused me to then have to make decisions. I was constantly dealing with stuff. But it caused me to take a major life review. And I actually, by necessity, because I couldn't emotionally handle really the full-on demands of a private practice. I was running a private practice as a full-time counsellor then. I couldn't do that, and I needed to take some time out. I wanted to still maintain a certain amount of work, but I knew I had to lessen the hours I was working, which felt like a very big risk. But either way, I won't go into all the details, but I made significant life choices. Felt very risky to do so, but also necessary. It's because of that my journey turned and changed, and here I am doing this work now. You know, I hope creating a bridge between emotional and psychological knowledge and understanding and, you know, our spiritual pathways. I don't know if I would have made that decision or taken that turn or really been opened up to, it's this sort of, it is codes of stellar wisdom, you could say, accepting the information that's given to us, often through challenge. Now, I think you guys, it will be unique to you, to the circumstances of your own world. You've experienced a degree of conflict and challenge, I'd say quite a significant degree. It's now time to review and explore your options and then be ready to transform. You know, this is actually, the irony is that whatever challenge or difficulty you're facing, and really, really, you have my heartfelt love, regard, respect for what you are going through and what you have been going through. Because the honest truth is, this is, and I know from my own experiences, how gosh, how far down we can travel within ourselves in order to come back up again. But this is a time of you rising now. The timing is right for you to review and to really see that whatever took place, it's given you some life skills, it's given you some transformation that you wouldn't have experienced otherwise, and it's now time for you to begin to emerge and rise again. The period of conflict is over. Three of Michael, it's like the Three of Swords. A conflict can come to an end. It's time to release and move beyond, and the archangels are working with you at this time. There's no question of it. It's really interesting when this came up, and I thought it almost felt like a contradiction of energy, this Tudor rose, because for me it is all about conflict, the War of the Roses. The rune of growth, Berkana, is about laying a foundation for new beginnings, and it's a very prosperous rune. It's talking about, removing resistance to change and allowing yourself to begin to grow. It's represented by the birch tree and, after a forest fire, which is a very catastrophic event, environmentally, but it clears the way for something new. And the birch tree is the very first tree to seed itself and to push up. And because trees are an amazing ecosystem, they support one another, they are communities. So it's kind of time for you to emerge and start a whole new phase of, maybe rejoining life or building a whole new platform, a different way of being, a different way of seeing, but being able to make a contribution as well that's based on your experiences and your growth. You are a light worker. And what has happened in your world, and some of you are still in this what feels like the final leg of that. It's enabled you to become a kind of a master magician. You can change energy. You can transform energy. Be ready to transform with wisdom. Be ready to rise. This is a really powerful time for you guys, and as I said, I really, really feel for you, because this is not an easy level of growth, but it is now time for you to rise. Now, the Ace of Raphael is very interesting. I did voice this actually in reading number 1. We didn't have this card, but Raphael was coming in. Archangel Raphael is often said to be an angel who comes into our lives in the form of another human being. Someone coming in who will give us a gift, in this instance, because it's the Ace of Raphael, an opening, a connection that will help us to see things differently, to rise again, to emerge. Butterfly, be ready to transform. Archangel Raphael is sitting here, and underneath the card of the butterfly, the Three of Michael, the ending of a period of conflict. You see the dove flying free here, is sitting beneath the swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty. It's time for you to release the past with good grace, let go of something and move beyond it. It's a very powerful reading number 2. I feel the archangels are really working with you at this incredible turning point. Now we have, look at the power of these cards. We have the Nine of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. This is like the Nine of Swords. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release any feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So really, really clear here. We then have King of Raphael. I do believe somebody may be coming into your world. Four of Gabriel, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. I do feel something really powerfully positive is about to come into your world. You've sort of got to be ready to receive it though, reading number 2. King of Raphael, warm, generous, honourable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. This card did come out, I think, in reading 1. This is really somebody coming in to help you. I do feel someone is literally potentially going to arrive in your world to assist you. Oops, I'm just going to move these along because I will be drawing a couple more cards for you. My apologies, this is me muddling all the cards up. Never mind, that's cool. We then have the Ten of Michael. A situation has ended. So this is like the Ten of Swords, and you are finally free. And we see that here with the dove rising, flying free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So this is really highlighting a new time, a new phase of growth for you. The timing is perfect for you to emerge, but you will need to consciously make some choices to let the past be and to acknowledge, gosh, how much you've grown from this. Explore your options, look at your choices. The moment you step into a space of possibility, reading number 2, you allow yourself literally to meditate into where you want to be rather than be dwelling on what has happened. I think doorways will open, and I do see somebody potentially coming in. I say potentially, I see somebody coming in to open a doorway for you, to assist you. Now I'm going to draw a couple more cards for you to complete your reading, reading number 2. Look at the bigger picture. You have full moon in Sagittarius, and we can see this bow and arrow. Now a full moon in Sagittarius is about optimism, renewed faith, renewed hope. It's very dynamic. Fire your arrow into the future, reading number 2. Change that. I do think someone is going to come in and assist you in seeing literally the bigger picture, recognizing that you've learned, you've grown, you've benefited actually, even though it was so unbelievably tough. You are a bigger, better person. You are more than you could ever have imagined, and you can now use your growth. Berkana, the rune of growth. You can use your growth to emerge and be the light worker that you came here to be. But this was tough, and I really cannot send you, I'm just going to send you the biggest virtual hug in the world. I need to voice as well, super souls, because this happens sometimes in my readings. I mentioned in my world that I lost 7 people. The temperature in this room has massively dropped. Every hair on my body is standing on end. It's really, really cold suddenly in here. And that does sometimes happen when I'm doing a reading, and I know that some of you, like me, during that time will have lost either someone special or more than one person. Your world has been rocked by that. That won't be the case for all of you. For some of you, that will be. So for some of you, the conflict will be in a different area, but it will involve some form of loss, because you've needed to move away from something or let go of something. Let's draw a final card for you. I just need to honour that actually before I do this, and just say welcome to those who are joining us here. And please, all of you reading number 2 who know that this is connecting to something, because it is so cold in here, really, really cold. Just know that the person or the people who you were connected to, who you have lost, are walking with you, and it's a really clear message, and they are really willing you to embrace life and to move forwards. It's a really clear message. You know, it's almost like, reminds me in native traditions where when somebody experiences a bereavement, it is down to an elder, perhaps a family member, a senior family member, somebody who has that wisdom and that knowledge. It is down to them to let the person know when the grieving period is over. You know, they will come to that person and say, you no longer need to grieve. It is as if that process is nurtured and that person is supported. But when the time is right, an elder, a person of wisdom, a senior member of the tribe will come along and say, you no longer need to grieve. Your grieving period is over. And I feel like people from the other side are literally voicing this to you. This period of time is over. It is now time to move forwards and move beyond. I actually feel very moved, very emotional actually sitting here. Really powerful powerful message. You are very, very loved, reading number 2. Very, very loved. Now, may I please, gosh, ooh. I'm literally feeling shivers running right through my body. Really, really honouring the presence of those who are here, as well as all of you, reading number 2. Gosh, Angel of Gratitude, mindfulness, compassion, perspective, purpose. You've been very selfless, actually, during this conflict, these times. You've really battled with, some of you, again, may well have been a major carer of someone who was passing. But anyway, what we are seeing here, it's time for you to find renewed purpose through peace, through gratitude, to have abundance, to live a full life. It is time for you to emerge. Isn't it interesting, I'm saying here, people present from the other side. And look at this angel just standing here, looking at someone who is ready to live again. Look at the swan. There's a real connection, I think, between these two images. Rising again. Reading number 2, I just want to say it's an honour to read for you today. The message is very, very clear for you. It's time to put the past behind you. You are a light worker. You have grown from this situation. Explore your options and indeed, ask for help. I think someone is coming in to assist you, which is absolutely fantastic. The Archangels are so supportive, 1000% supportive of you, as are those who walk with you on the other side. Super souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for joining me today. Huge hugs, big respect. Thank you for liking, sharing and commenting. It really does help to support the channel here. Anyone who's interested in my all zodiac sign readings, I work with the moon month, not with the calendar month, but they are available on Patreon. That's a different platform. It works on donations, but there are no advertisements on the videos. I also here on YouTube post pick a card readings every Tuesday and Friday, and on Sundays I always post one for immediate guidance, where we ask for a message for you from Spirit and a look at the week that's coming to see if there's anything that you can be assisted with ahead of time. So do check those out, and also the short readings that I do as well. Tons of love to you. Thank you for subscribing. If you want to get notification of all my readings, if you press the little bell icon, that should come through into your stream. And actually, reading number 2, lastly but not leastly, I do have a completely free online library. It's called The A to Z of Emotional Health. I'll put the link in the information box below. I'll put it in there simply because in that library, it's a massive research source full of psychological, emotional knowledge, and there are a couple of pages on bereavement. So if any of you are still struggling with that process, I think for most of you, you're ready to emerge. That's what this reading is saying. But if you're feeling you need to touch base with some information that might help you, there are, 2 pages of audios, videos, all about bereavement. There's a whole page of tiny videos. They're bite-sized videos that really talk you through the whole process. So do connect in with that if it's helpful to you. Tons and tons and tons of love to you, reading number 2. Hey, reading number 3, welcome. You have Seraphim Seraphisa. You have the rune of movement, it always implies the bettering of any situation and the gathering of momentum. You also have the sand dollar, which for me is looking like both a shield. It also represents strength, flexibility, freedom. Seraphisa is, holding really high vibrational energy. I feel you are surrounded by high vibrational energy right here, right now, both surrounded and shielded by it. Let us ask more information. What is happening for reading number 3, please? May we ask what this full moon archangel reading is showing us for reading number 3, please? May we have information? We'll draw several cards first, I think, and then see what we are shown for you. Beautiful reading number 3. There's your first, and there's your second. And we have An Archangel Michael card as well, we will ask. May we have information, please, for reading number 3, please. There is your card. You have 2. We'll take them both. Archangel Michael is coming through so strongly at the moment. I voiced this in some of the other readings as well. Have confidence. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Now, this is interesting because Seraphisa as a high vibrational energy reminds us to relax in order to receive, in order to almost like reset our vibration. Positive thoughts create positive results. Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. Oh, my apologies, my computer just made a noise. How interesting. I always feel, you know, whenever anything happens, like an interruption, it's telling us something. I feel like there is something about your energy is being interrupted by something, and you are being shielded, surrounded in light, protected, I would venture to say as well. I know that my mind, so I'll read again. Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and my emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and every situation. Okay, so what is going on around you? You're being assured that there will be a bettering of this situation. What do we see here? Gifts from God. Fabulous. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Okay. Counselor. Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Look at this card though. Look at this angelic being placing the hands, placing her, this is a gender neutral, you know, an angelic being placing their hands on your shoulders and asking you to receive. You are being asked to receive, literally. There is light around you, protecting you, being channeled through you. My goodness me. Wow, look at the light coming down in this card. Dolphin, live joyfully and in the present. Archangel Jules, the light channeling through. Interesting, because dolphins communicate. Very interesting as well, that they can swim under the water, but they have to come up for air. And then we have owl energy. Listen to the messages of the angels. This is Archangel Jules. This is Archangel Bokpi. Okay, reading number 3. These readings, well, they're all really powerful, but wow. Okay. I feel like you need to come up for air. You're actually genuinely, you are being guided, you are being protected. Literally, it's like a channel of light is being brought down, a stream of light is being brought down, holding you, protecting you, guarding you, replenishing you. There's stuff going on around you that is causing you either to lose confidence or to lose faith, perhaps for some of you. Listen to the messages of the angels. I feel like you're being picked up and lifted. And we're going to see gifts coming to you. I don't think it's just the gift of light. I think something's going to be given to you that's going to help to resolve this problem or the circumstances that you find yourself in. You've got a wobble about something, basically. See the bigger picture. I think that there's a sense of you in that wobble, feeling as if you're kind of drowning in the wobble and not being able to come up for air, not being able to see that there's a bigger picture, that there's more to this, not being able to see your way through something. And I'm sorry that you may be feeling that way. Let's draw more cards and see what we are shown for you, reading number 3. May we have information, please, for reading number 3. May we please have information for reading number 3. May we please have information for reading number 3. I am seeing this card. Curiously, that one too. I'm going to put that to one side. I feel there will be more cards to come through for you. May we have more information? Yes, I thought as much. We'll put those over to one side and we'll look at these first. Okay, so we have 2 of Raphael. Okay, now Raphael in a traditional tarot pack, this would be the 2 of Cups. Okay, 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. We have the 5 of Michael. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Now this would be the 5 of Swords in a traditional pack. In this particular pack, the minor arcana have been channeled in this way. So Michael is Swords, Raphael is Cups. 8 of Michael, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing something clearly. This is the 8 of Swords. Look at her opening these gates. This is a really powerful reading. The High Priestess, Archangel Haniel, powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace, relax and open up to source. Keep your heart open. Guidance and reassurance. The hands of this angelic being placed on your shoulder. Okay. I think there is a solution to your problem, your situation. There's a circumstance around you that you're either uncomfortable with, living with, you're not quite sure how to manage, you're feeling closed in by it. Whatever that is, have confidence. I think what's happening is that there are, obviously this will be unique to you and to your personal circumstances, but in the situation you're in, I think it's become quite heavy and quite laden with stuff. Like literally you feel like you're probably drowning in it, barely able to come up for air, and when you do, you take a gasp of breath and you're back down under again. Now, the Archangels and Seraphisa in particular, the higher vibrational energy of Seraphisa, and indeed the Archangels, they're channeling this high vibrational energy into you and around you. There is a solution here. I think there's something that you yourself are going to need to do. Now, bear in mind that we have conscious free will and choice. So 2 messages coming through very clearly for you. Firstly, that you need to reach out and ask for help before your angels can give it to you. They have to completely respect your free will and your conscious choice. That's the nature of, it's like a universal law. In order to embody respect, the high vibrational energy of respect, they cannot intervene in a way that would take over the power of someone else, because that's about disempowerment. Even if their intentions are good and they're bringing you the outcome you want, it's against the natural laws of the universe of a higher vibration to disrespect somebody's personal choice. So you have free will, conscious choice, and if you wish them to assist you, they are absolutely willing to do so, but you must ask for that help. They cannot just deliver it to you. That's message number 1. Message number 2 is that I think for many people, and it's such a human thing, it's the culture we're brought up with, we don't ask for help until we reach breaking point. It's like we keep going, we keep coming up for air. This reading, the message, the second message coming through very clearly is you don't have to wait for it to reach a crisis point before you can ask for help. You can ask for help on a good day and ask for it to be even better. I mean, how many of us do that? It's really interesting if you think of manifestation. How many of us, when we are manifesting, sit down and do a vision board on a good day? Do you know, very often we don't. We do it on a bad day. It's like things are really, really rubbish. I feel really shit. I know I'll do something positive. I know I'll create a vision board. But we're creating it, and it's a great thing to do, but we're actually creating it on a foundation of not okayness, if that makes sense. Actually, I'm not saying we shouldn't do that, because it can be a pathway to feeling more positive and more better. But we are better off if we are building on a foundation of positivity. So there's something about receiving the energy that's being offered to you, the cleansing, the healing, meditating. And then open yourself to receive, but ask for help as well, please. There's a really clear message here. The High Priestess, powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation. I feel like your angelic team are absolutely poised and ready to take action on your behalf. They are poised and ready to give you the information you need to hold the higher picture and see what you need to do. You're going to need to take some action, because something around you is really, really not serving you. Release attachment to the outcome. You may have found yourself drawn into something that you feel you have to see it through. You're coming up for air, but you feel you have to see it through. Maybe actually you don't. Maybe you can close that door and open another one, walk away from something. Very interesting. Look at this card here. You see here that she has, one of her feet is in like a coil of rope. There are cups behind her. There's a coil of rope. She's opening the gates, but the light is behind her. There's a different way. She could choose a different route. If she steps forwards, it feels like that coil of rope is a bit like in some of the, kind of, if I think about some of the, like a bit like the Indiana Jones movies or those kinds of things, where someone steps into a trap and the rope suddenly tightens up and hooks them, and you know they're just walking through the woods or the jungle or something, and these traps have been laid for them. There is something going on around you that is actually not okay, and I think it's really disempowering you. And there is advice here, guidance. I say advice because really, number one, primarily ask for help. I feel they are poised and ready to help. They want to support you, but you need to be open and hear them. I do feel there's something about walking down or pursuing something, continuing with something that I think deep down you know is not right. There's something not right about it. There's something that's not quite working. This is really interesting. Lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine and wisdom. Divine wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. I do feel for some of you, yeah, whatever it is that's going on around you, you're being asked to adjust your course, take a different route. For some of you, walk away completely and be at peace with it. Be completely at peace with it. You don't have to be hooked into this. You're being guided, you're being protected. Literally, you have like an army of higher vibrational beings waiting to guide you, to show you the way. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. Yeah, you have an army of angels, of angelic beings waiting to hand you the gifts that you need. Right, here we bring out these last few cards. The Knight of Gabriel. Gabriel is in a traditional pack, the suit of wands. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Now the Knight energy, the Knight of Wands, is a fast moving energy. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing what to do. You can choose to ride away from something or know what to do. 8 of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. This is interesting. Now, I did say I feel something in pragmatic terms is going to be gifted to you. I think you're being gifted with support, protection, light, an army waiting to support you and help you, but you do need to do something. Now, that's definitely been voiced here, it's come through. You're going to need to take action. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, which is amazing. And then look what we have here. Queen of Ariel. Ariel is the suit of the Pentacles in a traditional pack. That's the way these cards have been channeled by the creator of this particular pack. Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourselves and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. Sitting on the card of the counselor. I think you actually know what you need to do. The bettering of any situation. Movement, the gathering of momentum, things happening fast. Reading number 3, I think you do actually know what you need to do, but it's about finding the courage and also holding true to what you know to be right. This is one of those situations where if somebody came to you for advice and guidance, as it were, and asked you, what do you think I should do? This is my situation. You would know exactly what you believe they should do, but you're not necessarily offering yourself the same advice. That's what we're being seen here. Now, a really interesting tool to work with these kinds of things is to write down your situation on a piece of paper, and then imagine, you can even get out a chair, an empty chair opposite you, and put your piece of paper there, and it is as if you are listening to you or listening to someone sharing their story and what's going on around them. And as you listen to them, you will know what advice needs to be given. And that's going to be channeling through you, as if you become your own counsellor. Because this is actually very centred around you. It's very centred about you taking action, seeing positive results. You're being supported, guided, protected. That is absolutely for sure. I'm going to draw a couple more cards for you. As this is a full moon reading, may we ask, for more cards, more information for reading number 3, please. May we ask for more information for reading number 3. Hold your vision, fixed moon. You're needing to decide what to do and hold a fixed course on this. That is the guidance, advice, but of course you have free will and conscious choice. This is really interesting. I think you do know what you need to do. I really do. It's interesting because this rune of Awaz, movement, also speaks of being steadfast. Something can gather momentum, the bettering of any situation, but being steadfast, being fixed on your vision, fixed on your goal. If there's a mountain to climb, trust that as you head towards that mountain range, the opening in the mountain, the route through it will be shown to you. I feel like it's as if you're stepping into a course that you are uncertain about. I think you both know what you need to do, and yet you're not actually sure how it might emerge. And I think there's concerns around the emergence that are holding you back a little bit. But honestly, there's an army of angels, archangels, higher vibrational beings, literally surrounding you, pouring light around you, protecting you, dedicated to supporting you in moving something forwards. This is such a powerful reading. Let me draw a final card for you. It's very clear. I'm really sorry. I just want to voice reading number 3 that this is going on, because the lower vibrational energy of what is going on around you it's so not you. And I think you really, really know that. but you've been really struggling in trying to work out, well, to be fair, I think you've struggled in trying to persevere and make something work that ultimately probably can't work. And it's got to the point where it's kind of eroded or worn you down to the point where now your energy reserves are low, and it's like just when you need to step forwards and through a gateway, you're wondering if you've got the energy to do it. I used to find this in my counselling practice when I worked with people who were bullied or targeted. Interestingly enough, they would, by the time they came forward for help, or if they were sent through maybe a business scheme, like a a lot of companies have counselling that's there, a little pocket of counselling that will be funded through an insurance scheme, and by the time somebody got sent through HR, they'd actually reached breaking point. They tried and they tried and they tried and they persevered, and they'd been worn down and eroded to the point of breaking. And that's when they'd come in for counselling, and just when you could perhaps, we would be working together on finding a way forwards and a route ahead and looking at their choices, they of course were so depleted in their energy that at the time they needed that energy, it was a real struggle to then find it within themselves. I hope that's making some sense to some of you and resonating. But actually, your energy is being recharged by the high vibrational angelic beings. And there is an army of angels waiting to support you, to assist you. Look at the bird nation. To be free, we have the owl here, and this owl here just in the corner of this card. We then have, look at the birds here, including an owl. We have, these birds are representing freedom. There's a great deal of activity. Things are going to move forwards quickly. And this is the joy here. Knight of Wands, it's a very fast moving energy. It's dynamic. So is the Eight of Wands in a traditional pack. Queen of Ariel, we get to where we need to be in a very, look at the abundance, look at it's like the wealth that's going on here. And by wealth and abundance, I don't necessarily mean in the physical realms, but this is about contentment, happiness, having more than enough. So if you're fearful of leaving a situation due to financial reasons, I personally feel you'll be given exactly what you need as you need it. Don't be fearful. You'll get what you need. Mature, practical, generous, happy. Let's just draw a final card. May we please ask for a final card for reading number 3. Angel of Solitude. Very, very interesting. Yeah. But look at this beautiful tree. We have a butterfly sitting on the helm of this ship boat. Wow, again a bird in the corner, and we have this tree in its autumn phase. There are autumn leaves. It's time to leave something behind, and I can see that you are feeling tired, you are worn down, but it really is time to let go of a situation and move beyond it. And I totally get that you feel that you're leaving behind possibly a sense of security, and there's a lot of fear and anxiety around it. But truly, you're being shown here, there's so much reassurance that the material resources you need will come to you. The transformation, you're being guided by this beautiful butterfly. And it's time to shed those leaves and move forwards and move ahead. A new tree will emerge, a new tree will grow. Yeah, be at peace with yourself. Relax, be at peace. Whatever situation is around you that's stopping you from relaxing, that's no good and it needs to change. The message here is incredibly, or messages that are coming through, multi-layered messages all around exactly the same theme. They're very, very clear. Reading number 3, I'm so sorry that you have experienced this level of depletion, whatever has caused it in your world. Stuff happens, doesn't it, sometimes? Sometimes it's really, really challenging stuff, targeting, bullying. At other times, it's the wearing down of a series of life events where you just feel like you're never going to get your head above water. Whatever it is for you, I'm sending you the biggest hug in the world, but my hug is nothing like the energy of the angelic beings who are completely supporting you at this time. There's the biggest and most powerful message of all is for you to know you are surrounded by light and protection. Have confidence and know that you are surrounded by love and light. You can move away from this and you are going to be completely fine. Whatever you need, your material needs will be met. Literally, they will be met. And yeah, that counselling exercise, just imagine what you would say to somebody if they were in your position, and the advice and guidance will be channeling through you as if you were supporting someone else, but your reading is absolutely orientated, reading number 3, to you. It's personal to you, and this is time for you to listen to the advice that you would offer someone else and let that advice stream through you. Powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that gives you valuable information. Reading number 3, a full moon is always a time of illumination, and a full moon will show us what is working. It will also highlight what isn't. And in terms of the Virgo energy, I'm doing this at the time of a Virgo full moon. Now, okay, it's a timeless reading. You could be checking in with this at any time. But what's coming through in the Virgo energy is very clear information about what to do in a practical, real way. Virgos are very good at making a plan. They're very good at sticking to something because they're organised. They're practical, they're pragmatic. The Virgo energy is phenomenal, and when it's in alignment with the light, with higher values, a vast amount can be achieved very quickly. Super souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. Your angelic team are absolutely wanting to connect with you to create something wonderful, which is actually about taking you away from something that isn't working for you. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. All of these things really do help me to continue to put free stuff into the world. I do give away a free private reading and a set of oracle cards every month in a prize draw. If you want to be on my email list to be in that prize draw, I'll put the link in the description box, and along with the cards that I'm using and the timestamps all in the comments, and also I'll put a pinned comment for phone users too. I have a whole library as well that might be helpful to you, full of emotional and psychological resources. I'll just put every link that may be relevant to you in the information box, and also a link to Patreon where I do my all zodiac sign readings. I work with the moon month rather than the calendar month, which actually means we get 13 sets of readings usually in a year. Not always, it depends how many new moons we have in a year, but anyway, that's where it's at. I'll put all those links there. I am sending you all the love in the world, but you could not be more protected, supported, loved and guided. Tons of love to you. Reading number 3.